if you want to have him fight somebody else, it's fine.
During that time, Helga and Helga, you don't have a name or.
Unless I just use bow, I think I'm at a bit of his disadvantage. I don't know
Another
how I'd use a bow.
Fix Sigarda and Captain Helga.
I think it would be like arrows with blunt tips, like wooden caps.
Just like okay.
Yeah, like
I guess I
arrows.
could potentially do that. Sorry, what were the other two doing?
Yeah, that's what I was just asking. What are you guys doing?
Okay.
There you go. Helga now has a name. Tana, what's up? Why are you like? Yeah.
Oh, am I going?
If you want, they finished their fight. I'm just figuring out what you and Captain Helga were doing during the fight.
I don't know what Captain Helga was doing, but so while they were fighting, I was kind of like loosely like following Sigarda and Rabbit over to this tent area, and I'll slowly like approach it, realizing that they're important people, but there's information I want anyways. So I'm gonna like slowly walk up to them and see what they do.
So they're just, as you approach, they're discussing the goblin place that you took out. Ravent is explaining how helpful you guys were. Sigarda is explaining to him about the situation with Ostarion, and talks about somebody named Timotheus who was attacked by Ostarion.
Ostarion or?
By Ostarion. Timotheus was attacked by Ostarion.
Okay.
What?
Is what she says.
Alright.
Oh.
And I hear this?
Yeah, you hear the whole conversation. They're not really trying to hide it.
The guy who accosted me.
Alright. I'm gonna continue to approach them and be like, yo, I know Ostarion has been kind of rude to you, but we did give you this new metal rose gem thingy that you like so much since we found the first one. Why was this also found with potentially important artifacts of an ancient religion? Or would you have any idea why?
All we know is that they're... So Ravent responds and says, all we know is that there's lore that in our land's darkest hour, we will need these gems, the amulets that they go in, completed. And about 20 years ago, the pieces started going missing.
$20 years ago? Okay. How... And I know Ostarion might have seen rude when he attacked your servant, and I would like to apologize on his behalf, because he is a very rude and vulgar person in general, and I realize this. Thank you for the information. If this leads to any other information that could pertain to these artifacts that of this religion, and if this would be any help to you or us, we would, particularly me, would be happy to share any of this information with you. And I hope that this would go 2 ways as well.
Yeah, so we don't know what we know is, again, this is Ravent talking. Sigarda went back to her work. She doesn't care about you that much. Ravent...
I don't say that.
Yeah, I know. Ravent tells you that from what they can tell about this language that you found is that it is not a religious language. It's just a language of power. That the runes that make up the language can be utilized in different spells and rituals. Some religions have picked it up as a supplement to their divine abilities to make a divine and arcane power source come together to create something even more powerful. Is there any other information you'd like to know?
Why does he know why was it only a baby dragon guarding since such potentially useful and powerful gems and artifacts? Or would he have any idea why?
I'm not positive. I'm sure that it is a dragon, and therefore, this was its hoard. That's just how it works. I'm not sure how it came to own these items. It seems to be young enough that it wouldn't have had time to build a hoard as big as that was. All I know is that there was a goblin camp. They were raiding my city, Threvok, and needed to get rid of it, and that's why I was there.
Alright. I'll thank him for his time. And I'm done with him. I walk away. I go hang out with the birds and cast Thorn Whip at annoying flies and stuff.
I'm sorry, you cut off there at the end.
Oh, I'm done.
Okay.
I don't have anything else to do with him.
Flintlocke, you realize that same ale that you had that made you hungover for like 36 hours, they have some of it here, if you would like to try that. Make me a Constitution saving throw, and remember your Constitution score is now 2 higher than it was before.
Oh yeah, it's jacked, man. I'm almost a 20 con.
That does max out at 20, so if you have the belt active, it can't take you over 20. But yeah, make me a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, you're good. Like just like a normal alcohol. If you drink too much of it, it's gonna. Yeah, but you can deal with it.
Pulls out 8 taps, shoves them all in, starts guzzling the whole barrel.
Helga,
how does it
Ostarion,
taste?
anything else? So as you're drinking this, it's really, really bitter, and it really stings on the way down. But if you've ever been like really, really cold and you drink like hot chocolate, and you can just like feel that warmth spreading through your body, that's the way that this alcohol feels on its way down. I forget what I called it. But it's like the custom drink from the Down Goblin.
Okay. So as we were like walking that way, like I followed them because I wanted to see what they were doing, but I wanted to get close enough to us. I want to like unpickpocket something. Like I want to sneak the platinum that I think is back into his pocket.
Don't feel bad, dude. Like, it's totally fine.
No, I totally like my conscience is getting the best of me, so I want to like try and like get it back in his pocket.
So wait, what are you
Don't worry
putting in his
about
pocket?
it. Like, it's actually
I took a
okay.
platinum from him. I want to give it back to him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and sleight of hand.
She
Like 2 sessions
shoplifted,
ago, she did it.
and now she wants to drop me.
Yeah, he has no idea that platinum is now with his coin purse. He probably never even knew that it wasn't there, to be honest.
No, he knew it was gone. He knew it was gone.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it was gone.
Oh, well, okay then.
I don't know. It's been put back, I think. Right?
Yeah, you have
I got discovered it.
Okay, then I'm gonna walk over to the tables and I want to start reading my book to learn a new spell.
Okay. Raventh and Sigarda.
I'm gonna ask.
Connor, did you leave their table, by the way?
Yeah, I left the table, and I guess I kind of headed in the direction of Ostarion and Flintlocke and the others.
And then Ostarion, what were you saying?
Can I ask Helga if her book has cure wounds in it, and if I could study that?
It does. Only one of you could study from it at a time, but you could do that, yeah.
That's fine. I'll just ask to borrow it later when we're not doing anything, I guess.
Cool.
That's alright. I'll give it back, I swear. I'm not a dirty
Raventh,
shoplifter.
Shortly afterwards, storms away from Sigarda. Obviously, she's being unreasonable from the way that, from his face, you can just tell that. And he grabs some food off this table over here and sits down right there and starts eating.
Did she gotta go back into her own like private tent?
Or no, she's still at the main table. Charts and books and stuff.
Alright.
Alright. I don't know, man. Well, I don't think there's anything in particular I want to do.
I want to get wrecked.
Another quick question. Sorry.
I guess I'll wait. Sorry, just first. I guess I'll ask Raven if he's feeling better. Politely as possible, because apparently everybody thinks I'm terrible.
Yeah, we actually have some really skilled healers in this camp. As long as we can make it back here, we're usually fine.
So glad to hear it, and then go back to whatever I was doing, I guess.
Alright. Does she gotta go back into her private tent at all since we reached camp? Or have we noticed it?
Isn't she?
No.
Oh, private tent. Okay.
No?
She's in the main tent, and she is
will-
staying there at the table, and she shows no sign of moving anytime soon.
Okay, good. I would like to come behind this bench. Is that the one we're playing? Fuck. I would like to just walk into the middle of the town tent camp area and use my other wild shape for the day. And I'll kind of be a little bit sneaky about it behind this tent right here.
Okay.
And then I would like to turn into a mouse, like a common field mouse, nothing too big.
Okay.
Which one is Sagata's tent?
This one. Northwest.
Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go in it
Okay.
as a mouse.
You head in, and it's actually really, really simple in here. You've got a cot. It looks to be like a really, really nice cot, but it's still just a cot, nothing fantastic. There is a desk in here that has more books on it. And a chest that is open and just is full of sets of clothes.
I would like to climb up and jump into the chest and
It's like
go down towards the bottom.
It's like 4 feet tall chest. Like, as a mouse, there's no way you're climbing straight up the side of that.
Alright, give me a second to think. And there's nothing else in the room? No other containers or anything?
No.
Can I get up under the cot, the bed?
Potentially, if you were to do something, but it's mostly just like sleek metal rods that are set up very bare bones, and then there's just like the cot, like the actual like thin mattress part of the cot, like sitting in the middle of it, and there's a folded quilt on top of the thing.
I don't know how big the like poles are, obviously, or whatever, to the bed, the bed frame. But I feel like a mouse could climb a pole.
I mean,
even
a
if
mouse
it was
can climb like
metal.
Havoc, even. Like, I don't know. It's up to Rocky. What I can.
No, for sure. I don't know. Just shrug. I'm not an expert on mice.
I would give you acrobatics on disadvantage if you wanted to try to climb up onto the cot.
Alright, cool.
You get almost to the... Wow. Well done, Firebeard. No, you'll get like 7/10 of the way up the distance to the place where you would have a resting spot and could actually be on the cot, and you slip back down to the floor.
Alright. Basically, I'm looking for the gems. Her gemstone necklace.
You're very much
thing.
aware of the fact that it's around her neck.
Oh my! I forgot about that shit.
It's on a chain around her neck, and you also know Raventh is around his neck. If that matters to you.
Oh, does he have the blue one?
Yep.
The violet one we found last time. Okay, that explains that.
Well, you don't necessarily know that he has it, but you did see a similar chain to the chain that Sigarda has in platinum around his neck. So you could put 2 and 2 together pretty easily.
But I didn't see the gemstone on his, did I?
You didn't actually see the gem, no. And again, I don't know if I told you this earlier, but when you handed Sigarda the gem, she pulled out the thing and she plugged it into the amulet, and there were 2 pieces in the amulet now. It used to be empty. And again, it glowed briefly red and then stopped. And then she tucked it back in to, like, however she keeps it secure.
What time of day is it?
You're getting towards just, like, you probably missed, like, dinner time, like when they actually served dinner, by about 20 minutes when you got back to camp.
Alright, I'm just gonna leave and head back towards the others. And I'll just pretend like I had to go pee or something.
Okay. Flintlock, oh, you are diving headfirst into the keg. Makes sense. Is there anything else anybody wants to do tonight? You all eat. You're completely nutritionized. Wow. Anything?
I guess I'm just occupying a table with Raventh and Captain Helga, but like, unless nothing happens interesting, then
is there anything
there's
specific
nothing
that
specifically
you want
from
to
me.
say to Raventh?
No.
You can try to, Helga, if you want. It would. Oh, she. You approach. Actually, make me another d20 roll. Death saving throw, if you would prefer.
Complete.
Oof. Yeah, you get up like right next to her, like close enough that you could pickpocket something, and she immediately turns around and says, "Why are you standing so close to me?" What do you respond with, my precious? Is that what?
In a very creepy voice.
She kind of just takes a step back and like places her hand on the pommel of a short sword.
I'm just gonna walk away.
She watches you go until you're at least like 50 feet away from her, and then she goes back to what she was doing.
Can I try and pickpocket her again now? I know she's like not paying attention again.
You could attempt to, but the DC is going to be significantly higher, and she's the only one in the area, so any noise is going to... You'll have disadvantage, and it'll have a higher DC.
Okay, maybe I better not.
Tana...
No, because my character totally would, even if it was like worse.
Tana, you do find some mushrooms that you think have the desired traits. Anyway, back to Helga. Go ahead and make your roll. If there was not disadvantage on this, that would be fantastic. But she catches you again, and she straight up pulls out her sword and says, "Stay away from me."
My precious! I'm gonna just walk away now. Totally done.
Can you please like eat a raw fish in front of her now?
Does a
or something?
16 hit your AC?
That would make me
What?
so happy,
What?
dude.
What?
Does a 16 hit
What's
your
my AC? Well, did she make a roll?
Yes, the roll was a 4 or was a 12.
Oh, okay. My AC is 14.
You feel a small gash across your left arm, and as it hits, like it feels like it should burn. Like it burns intensely, and it's not really what you would expect from a blade wound. It's insanely, like it honestly feels like somebody just poured boiling water on your arm, but it only hits like the one tiny spot that you got hit, and then the feeling fades.
Okay.
Only one damage, if I didn't say that. Also, considering Tana shared, right? Because she figured they would actually work. I need Flintlocke to roll me a Constitution saving throw. Yeah, you take 4 poison damage. Is there anything else you guys want to do for the rest of the night? Anything you want to say to any person? Do you want to ask questions around the camp? Do you want to train against each other? Do you want to...
Is that all I got? Was 4 damage?
As far as you can tell at the moment.
Was there any other effects that came with that?
Find more mushrooms.
As far as you can tell at the moment, it was only the 4 damage.
Can I go looking for
did they
mushrooms
work
too?
Hey, Tana. I don't think these were the mushrooms that we were looking for.
It's a combined effect of the alcohol and the mushrooms. You know, you shouldn't drink and drive. You shouldn't drink and do drugs. You know, same kind of deal. Oh God.
No, I'm trying to turn it up. You know, I'm not trying to turn it down.
Let me go see if I can find like some flowers that might.
Turn down for what?
Oh God.
You don't get anything.
Okay. Alright. What time of night is it now, by the way?
It's getting to be around 8 p.m., but it's like the middle of the summer, so you're like reaching sunset.
Alright. If no one else is gonna do anything, once it reaches like at midnight-ish, I want to do something again.
Okay.
I don't. If somebody else has something they want to do it first.
Anything?
Nah, I'm
I
just
guess
gonna
I'll-
read my book.
Ask Ravent if there's any if he can spare some tents or something.
Oh yeah, there's some empty tents to the south end of the camp. If you just everybody, pretty much there's blankets in near the mess hall, and if you go into a tent and there is no blanket in there, that means nobody's using it.
Can I move a tent?
Prefer you didn't. Technically could.
Well, since I technically can, I want to just find a tent that's not being used and just set it up kind of off to the side. We can kind of start making our own camp, like over here or something.
They.
Kind of like just off to the side from everybody else.
You would assume that if what did I do? That were you to come north of that southern if you were to come north of that what is going on?
Yeah, that's this whole episode, dude.
If you were to come north of the southern pair of leader tents, they would probably force you to move, but you could still
Even
make your own
like
area.
way off to the side over here.
That's
like-
you're getting into mess hall territory. It's not mapped out well, but yeah. I have a better map on my tablet. I just never translated it to Roll20. And
Okay. I'll go over to this side.
again, same thing. That's training camp. That's actually exactly where the blacksmith is.
XD, dude. Fine. Whatever. I'll just move a tent somewhat off to the side. Maybe it can be down here. Who knows? Find out next time.
All right, you find
When
space off to the
Rocky-
side somewhere. I will actually do this over the next week, and I'll figure out where
There
you
you go.
are. Okay.
Alright, sure. It's fine. Anyway.
Okay. And then you guys just go down there and crash. Right?
I guess, yeah.
Tana, it's midnight. What do
Alright,
you do?
and then I'm gonna. Okay.
Sigarda
since I
is
regained-
still standing right there.
She is. What about Raven?
He's crashed
I
in his
can't say
personal
for
tent.
Alright, good. I'm gonna use Wild Shape again because I regain it after short and long rest.
So now you have this
so I'm
is
gonna
your
use
last
one of those
charge until you
charges
take
again.
another rest, right?
I have 2 at a time, but I regain it after short and long rest.
Yes.
So I'm just counting 4 hours.
Oh yeah, you took the okay. You have 2 charges. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use 1 right now at least, and I'll turn back into mouse again. Same dealio. But I want to go to what's his face's tent. Which one is that?
That's the northeastern one.
Yeah.
You go in and there are
Okay.
piles of
So-
books everywhere. They're just like
Books.
yeah, just books and scrolls and everything's open and they're just everywhere. And you see him asleep on
Are
his
they
cot.
stacked up?
Yeah, like stacks of them in piles and just his desk is like there's more mass in books on his desk than there is desk. And he's passed out with a book in his hands on his cot.
Alright. Do I see his necklace?
It is around his neck, tucked in underneath his plate mail that he sleeps in. Which is really weird because there's no way you get
Give
a
me a
good night's
second.
sleep in plate mail.
Yeah. I'm sure that's totally a coincidence.
That's actually something he does every night.
Okay.
Second, I'm gonna have to pull you guys away from this screen really quickly to try to fix stream. Not that you really need it right now.
Alright. I'm trying to think of something right now. Because I had an idea going in, but that got fucked.
Why is it?
We're dreaming peacefully of the map.
If anybody in stream
Dungeon
happens to know a
Masters.
way to fix the glitch that you're seeing, let me know. Okay. Anyway,
So he's in full plate mail, and it's tucked in underneath his like clothing and armor, right?
Yep.
Is it? If I was to return to human form, is it even feasible that I could grab it from, like, in any way without like just instantly waking him up?
it's a very high DC. Very high DC.
Alright. I have another idea. It's just as good. No one else is gonna like it, but I have an idea. Can I tell what the books are about?
Everything. Like, there's
Is
no
there anything
specific talking.
specifically?
You see things from like the architecture of early Arenthulian keeps. You see things about the current agricultural environment. You see things about the goblin camp that was ravaging the towns. You see things. You could probably find a book on every topic.
So Alright, I'm going to do this then. I would like to really briefly, return to human form.
Okay.
Cast produce flame right at the closest pile. No, right at his desk, like right on top of it, on that giant pile of books, and then quickly return to mouse form with my other charge of a wild shape, and run back to our tent, and get in my bunk and pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah, so you can tell that neither of them saw you, but Raven does quickly wake up, and he, you can tell from shouts inside his place that many books and scrolls got burned, but he did manage to put it out before it spread off the desk.
Alright. Did any of them get completely destroyed, or just
probably.
singed? Probably to completely destroyed it.
Probably completely destroyed, yeah.
Okay. Alright. I think that's for the best. Alright. I'm done for now. Yeah.
Alright, well, the next morning rolls around. And Sigarda, Raventh, and two other people are standing at the central command thing. The third person is dressed in similar royal robes that I've told you that the other two have always been wearing. But they are golds and yellows. And holy cow, Flintlocke!
Oh my gosh, dude.
And the final guy is the paladin that Ostarion saw before.
Even though you said
It was like a
not
paladin cleric.
anything specific about being a paladin at the time.
I definitely
Cough.
go watch the film.
Maybe I will, sir.
Do it.
Have we left our tent yet, or
Okay.
anything?
Would we have noticed these people arriving in camp?
They were
say-
there when you woke up.
I would
So
like
the
to
answer
call
is
a group meeting.
specifically no, though.
Yes.
Like, if they had, like, rode into camp, we would have heard it.
Yeah.
Like, we're in tents.
I mean, they
Right.
feasibly could have just like walked through the front door without waking you
I
up. But
You know, like... yeah, it's just...
Is it possible that I really would have partied all night and never passed out? I mean, is that possible?
I mean, you may...
you would have to make like 2 or 3 more Constitution saves and not fail any of them. But yeah, that's possible.
Because I usually rely on getting blackout drunk so I know when to go to sleep.
Yeah, then just like roll 3 con saves.
So, like, if this belt doesn't let me get drunk, then I'm never going to get any more sleep. So this is a huge problem.
Roll me like 3 more con saves. Yeah, you passed out on the first one. And if you hadn't, you're hardcore out on the third.
So I'm
Yeah.
out. So I did get sleep, is what you're saying?
A lot of it, so much that you are not aware of what's currently going on.
That's totally fine.
Okay.